Alright, so it is March of the Writers Day 1, and this is created by J.D. Estrada. I did this last year, and I'm pretty sure that at some point last year I told everybody about my book that I was working on that I have not finished with yet. So anyways, yeah, just wanted to get that out of the way. In case anybody did watch those videos and is wondering at all, no, it's not done yet. But anyways, for anybody that is newer to the channel, my name is Stephanie. I have indie published 4 books, very small books. 2 are poetry books and 2 are short story collections. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my work and then I guess a few facts about me. So the first book that I published, and it was CreateSpace at the time, but now it's just like Amazon, KDP, whatever you want to call it. I have put stuff up on some other platforms since, but my first book was on CreateSpace. So the first one was called Another World Called Ours, and it was basically, I guess you would say, fantasy type stories, not like high fantasy, or I guess there's one that could be kind of considered sort of high fantasy in a way, like it's not really set in our world, but most of them kind of relate to the real world in some ways. I would say it's a mix of fantasy, humor, not hardcore like horror, but some spooky elements to them. Some of my favorite stories that I had written in that book were Rain and Dandelions, Night of the Killer Cupcakes, and Two Wizards, and a Magic Llama. Actually, I think it was Two Wizards, a Leprechaun, and Magic Llama, something like that. I gave it a long title. But yeah, there are magical llamas and wizards. There is a story about a dandelion where a girl makes a wish to bring back her deceased sister. And there's just a whole bunch of different things. It's very eclectic. A little bit more eclectic in genre, I'd say, than the last book that I wrote. So the second short story collection is I Don't Know These Shadows, and that one is a little bit more on the spooky horror side. And some of my favorites in that one are The Message, which is about basically an online stalker. I think this is relatable for a lot of people, whether you've actually had one or you've just had people say really creepy things to you on the internet, especially women. I think a lot of us relate to that one. What else? Oh, it's Zombie Killing at Pizza Night. That's basically the first story in there. And a lot of it was inspired by, everything going on with COVID and everything. And it is basically about these people who have been kind of in their house because of a zombie virus. And now that it has died down and there might be a cure for it, people are starting to kind of come out into the world again. And they really want some pizza. They just want to have a normal day. And of course, it does not go that way. So those are just a few examples of some of the stories that are written in there. There's also one called Invisible You, which is more like a poem / story kind of thing. And I really had fun writing that one. That one's a little bit more, I guess, emotional, you would say, than like straight up scary. So yeah, those are some of the examples of some of the stories that I have in there. My poetry books are Only Children Dream. A lot of this was written when I was younger, some like when I was a teenager. some as more like a younger, like 20-ish person. And a lot of those hold a lot of, importance to me. There's also random like haikus and limericks in there. The silly things we talked about was a good portion of it was written, when I was experiencing homelessness and some other things. So, I'm not going to say I like it better, but I definitely see that there's more, I don't know, I guess, important, sentimental, definitely what's going on in my life kind of poetry. More so than the other one. This one has less of the limericks and haikus and stuff, although they do still exist. And the silly things we talked about also has some like artwork in there. So I think I definitely grew as a poet and a creator in that one. Although I love all my books. So that is the work that I have completed. I am working on a series that's going to be kind of like mystery, spooky-ish kind of stuff, with some other elements thrown into there. The first book mainly focuses on jackalopes, but there are other creatures in there as well, such as purple flamingos and some other crazy things. It's been fun to write, and I'm, I guess, halfway through it. I don't plan on making it very long, so hopefully it'll be done within a month or so. And then I will be working on a fantasy story that deals with zodiac signs and elemental magic and possibly shape-shifting. I'm not sure how I'm going to work that in there yet, but I'm kind of playing with the idea. Other than that, I don't think there's too much to say about myself that people don't already know from the channel. I live in Illinois. I'm a mom. I have a cat. Some random things I like are, I love the rain. My favorite flowers are tulips. I like llamas. Love coffee. I also enjoy tea, but coffee definitely wins. I am, not just for my own spiritual path, but also for the book that I'll be writing, my fantasy story. I'm looking more into Celtic, Germanic / Norse. They are different, but they also have similarities. So yeah, what did I say? Yeah, Celtic, Norse, and Slavic religion / witchcraft / paganism. So definitely getting more into the Slavic and Celtic ones. So yeah, that is just some things about me. Hope you like this video, and I hope you check out the other videos in my channel, or on my channel. I also have a second channel called Popcorn and Earbuds, which I've linked in my community tab, or it's called Post now. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, everybody.